hurting just as much as the first day that it ever happened. It never gets easier. For 39 years, we've been trying to do one thing: bring my daughter home. That's the only thing I've been trying to do. I don't know what else I can possibly do to give you avenues to communicate. It's been 39 years tomorrow. I don't want to have 40 years. I don't know how many more years I've got. And I've just made promises to her mother before. I made promises on her deathbed. My daughters have made promises on their deathbed. She lost her husband last year. It's a heck of a thing that you got to go through. It's all the pain that you go through and everything else. Like this past year when we found that body over here by the bowling alley. It's only about an eighth of a mile from here. And hoping and praying that it is on one side, and on the other side you just get so many mixed emotions. But the one thing I can say is I do know there are people that has that information. They can turn around and definitely bring it to an end. We've lost two of the people that were with her that day now, and we're just, all we want is just get her home. That's all. So all we're asking is please get in touch with us. Give us the exact information. We will go and find it, and we will be turned around, and of course, then it goes down. We'll have to have DNA and to prove it. But we've got a lot of information keeps coming in. We have two wonderful detectives now. Detective Fitzmaurice and Detective Chavez working on the case, and I think they're doing an excellent job. They're willing to talk with anybody. Nothing is ruled out until it's checked. So whatever information you have, just call us. Now, if it's something we've already done, okay. I'll just tell you at that time that that's already been checked out. The thing is that I don't believe it's going to be a great big chunk of news that you get all at once. I think it's going to be something that seems insignificant, but we're going to be able to tie that with other things that we already know. So I'm just begging people, and I mean, when I say beg, I mean beg. Just please tell us where she is, and all of this goes away, because then we will go out, we will find her, we'll get it identified, and we'll get it. Then I can bury her and go take down all these posters on her. It's very emotional for the family, the entire community, and all the people that's ever cared about her. Because she's literally gone around the world. We've had it verified from Greece, South America, and everywhere else. So it's one of the cases that is very well known. But at this point, going on 39 years, I can't believe anybody can hold that kind of information in. It's very heartbreaking. Not only for me, it's very heartbreaking for my two daughters that remains. And we've lived with it 39 years. I don't know what else to tell anybody. That I can't tell you how it feels. You have to live it. And I pray to God nobody in the world ever has to go through that. It's the most helpless feeling and some ways. And the other piece about it that really hurts is how it changes your entire family. It changes entire community. And we're doing this now. Every year I've tried to do something a little different. Last year was putting out the posters. I've got a new poster that's coming out that we're starting to put out now, and it's all in color. We did the posters, Kim's Justice, Box 2, Jay, Maine. Now I'm doing the other ones. And on May 17th, we are going to do a candlelight vigil for her. And we are in real hopes of getting out a lot of people. I've talked to quite a few people, and a lot of people say they're going to come. And it's going to be held right up here in Jay, right behind the McDonald's, out in that big parking lot out there in front of the stores. So please, just get this over. All I want to do is end it. We've been very, very fortunate that we've had the news media following us all these years, and you've been a great help. The police, we feel that we've got some of the best detectives that we've ever had on a case. And I know people are afraid of, if they come forward, they're going to get involved in. If you want to talk to us, it can remain completely anonymous. So just come forward and do it. Let's get this over with finally. We've had so many people that we've lost. And we've lost parents. My daughter's lost her husband. I've lost 2 wives. I've lost a stepson, a sister-in-law. It isn't fair to any of them, because they all went to the grave not even knowing whatever happened to Kim. And I'm not really interested in knowing details. All I want is the body. Because when she is found, if police do their side and they find any reason to prosecute, you will never see me in that courthouse. The only way I'd be there is if I am subpoenaed. Other than that, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to have to relive all these emotions. I don't want to have to go through everything that you go through. I mean, there's so many emotions that you go through. And every time we go out on searches, when it's over, if we haven't found anything, it's a letdown. It's a letdown, and we no longer let our emotions get so high that we come crashing down. Because I've gone through it, my daughters have gone through it, where it's taken you a couple of years to get out of it. And people have that answer to be able to end all of this. So please come forward. Come forward and end this. Every holiday comes around. This one here, the month of May, we've lost so many people that as it goes around, this month comes. I don't know of one of us in the family that likes this month, because I've buried 2 wives in this month. I don't know what else to tell you, because we had high hopes when we found that girl by that body by the bowling alley.
Last year, right?
We've got 3 more searches coming up this year, and it's not as easy as it used to be for me to go out in the woods and start climbing up and down hills and in ravines. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much more time I've got, but it isn't it isn't fair to any of us, any of the people in the community. It isn't fair to nobody. I have people almost at least a half a dozen times a week. I'll have people come up and say, "We're praying for you. We want to see you come home." And then you get the sad stories about the ones that they got affected because they thought their child or grandchild wasn't, that maybe the same thing happened to them. And I had a grandmother that had her granddaughter with her. She turned around and she come see me one day and she was in tears. And that breaks my heart to see other people going through having that kind of pain because of what's happened to our family. So please, just call us, use the mailbox, use state police. We don't care where it's coming from. We don't care how. I don't ever want to know anything about it. Just all I want is my daughter. I'll bury her, take down all the posters. And then maybe I can drive up and down the road one day and not be able to go by a certain telephone pole where I had a poster. And because I drive up and down the road a lot. It's about an 8-hour day for me to go out and fix those posters up. So if somebody feels that you need a poster and you want one, please contact me. And we'll see to it that you get a poster. I'm not asking for 100,000 posters now. All I'm saying is if you really want a poster, that's the way to get it. So please call me. My number is 320-5997. Call me, I don't care when. I'll answer. And we'll sit and discuss it. If you want to meet face to face, whatever you want to do, we'll try to accommodate you. Please. I'll be 83 next month, so I'm starting to get up there. It isn't like when I was in my 50s. But
it's really impressive that you're in there in the trenches, though, still doing these searches.
Doing what I can. And I'm very, very fortunate. We have a very good friend of ours that's been with me through at least 36 years of this. And he's been right there with us. I call him anytime, day or night, if I've got something that is important, because he keeps track of everything. He knows how to use computers, and I'm probably one of the dumbest ones in the world on it. That just wasn't when I grew up, I never thought of playing on a computer. That's for sure. So, help us out. Let's get this over with for the family. Let's get this over with for the community, because they all deserve it. And this would give many people here in the state that has a loved one that's missing hope, because to be able to look and say, well, geez, Kim was 39 years, and this will give them hope that, geez, maybe I'm next on the list. We solved that murder case from 41 years ago this past week. I mean, that's encouraging. And when I'm out searching, naturally I'm looking for Kim. But if we ever find another body like we did, at least that's going to be one less family that's hurting. So please call us. Get us the information. And you want to, like I said, you want to remain anonymous? Absolutely, we can do that. So, give us a call.
And it's been 39 years again, right? You still sound like you have a lot of hope for this investigation, though, too, right? And just getting some closure. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, the hope in getting the closure, we not only have the original detective that worked with us, Detective Richard Pickett, we also have these two new detectives that's doing an awful lot of work. And of course, they got the advantage of a lot of the technology today that you didn't have back then. And we are very, very thankful for the job they're doing, communicating, talking with us, all the work that they're putting into this. And through the years, it becomes like, you almost become like a big family. Now, these are two young detectives. Of course, everybody's young to me, so. They're two young detectives that I think are doing a fantastic job. And I can't thank them enough for what they're doing. I can't thank former Representative Richard Pickett. I can't thank him for all the work that he's done. The thing that makes it encouraging is that we still keep getting tips. I could have called this week about it. Now, it may have been something I've already, that we've already looked into, but there's still more things can be done around it. And that's where they come in. Because I'm not about to start going knock on doors again. I've done that. We have sit and done telephone conversations. I don't know how many. Then I got the people that'll come up to me and say, well, geez, I really don't want to tell you this. I don't want to upset you. Believe me, that's the last thing in the world that you do is upset me when you come and give me information. And I can let you know at that point in time, is that something I heard before? Have we already checked it out? Have we not? Where it's going to go? And no matter what tip comes in, no matter how ridiculous it sounds, we do everything in our power to get it checked out. So again, I want to thank everybody and all the way through this. And I especially want to thank my family because they're a big support. People ask, how do you get by? That's how you get by. One day at a time, and it's only one day at a time. And that never changes. And I just don't want it ending without finding her. I don't want to have to leave this on to my daughters to carry it on. They've spent over half their life searching for their sister. And that isn't right. It just isn't right.
I am Kim's oldest sister. She is 6 years younger than me. And Kim was prim and proper. She didn't want anybody to see her when she didn't have her makeup on, her hair done, the exact clothes. She always wanted to be ready so that if she was out there, that she looked like she could walk down a runway. She was very, very quiet at times, but if you knew her, then she wasn't quiet, and she was very outspoken to certain people. Other ones, she would just revert into her own world and do her poetry that she did. She used to write lots and lots of poetry, and she was very, very special little kid. Didn't deserve anything that happened to her. We don't know where she is. We just liked her to come home. 39 years for us to be dealing with trying to find her. No family should ever have to go what we've been through. No family should ever have to go through this. Unfortunately, it happens to a lot of people a lot of times, and you know, they look towards us for guidance because we've been doing it for so long. And how do you go about this? And how do you go about just dealing with life every day? It's not easy. It's not easy. But we do what we have to do in order to bring her home. And we just want her back with us, be at the cemetery beside my mom where she belongs. Not out who knows where. But one of these days, maybe we'll have the right person that's going to be able to come forward and give us that answer. in the last year. One of the key players that was with him was with Kim when she went away, or whenever, has passed away. So the other person that was with her, there's only one left that's still alive. If he wanted to, he could really come forward and blame it on the other ones and give us the location of where she is. And then we couldn't prosecute because there is nothing to prosecute. If you're blaming it on somebody who's passed away, then we don't have to worry about it. And that would be a really, really nice thing to be able to say, we brought her home. You know, we don't need to make it to 40 years. We never thought we'd make it this far. But unfortunately, we still are. And see, every day is just another day where all you want to do is cry. It's very, very difficult. One of my last things that I said to my husband before he passed away is, could you please go up there and find her and come back and tell me where she is? Not something you should be the last words to say to your husband, but I did. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to bring me that answer yet. Maybe this is the year that he can do it too. We don't know how, who, what, where, why, or when they're going to be able to do it, but somebody has to come forward and let us know where she is, because she's a special person and doesn't deserve the justice that she's getting now, because it's no justice. And it's very, very difficult on everybody. Scariest thing out there, moving trees, moving leaves, wanting her to be there, but at the same time, you don't want her to be there because it's gut-wrenching. Makes you sick to your stomach, but it's one of those things that we know the manpower in the police departments don't have that manpower to do everything that they need to do. They're trying, and we appreciate everything they've done, but we know that if she comes home, we're going to have put in a lot of the work. They try to do what they can, but I'm not saying that they're not. But we know we've got to do more of the legwork because they just don't have that manpower. I mean, yes, at the beginning of a search and something like that years ago, it would have been easier to help locate. I wish back then we had the technology we have nowadays, because if we did, she wouldn't still be missing, I don't believe. But we can't go back in time. We can't change what was or what isn't. We only can move forward and hope that we've got somebody that we can hit their heartstrings and make them feel what we feel. And hopefully that this could be the year that maybe they're lost a loved one, or they've decided that they can finally say now that they want to give us that information, because it's just one of those things. It's very, very difficult. And I know, being on the other side of it, we're not wanting to prosecute. Dad doesn't want anything to do with that. That is not what our family is about. Our family is justice of bringing Kim home, and that's all we've ever wanted.